And you're thinking, Jen, Maria, have you guys lost your minds?
Nope, my mom's right here.
Baklava isn't a Thanksgiving Day dessert. We know that. You know how we like to switch it up around here, don't we?
Yes.
All the time. And we're kind of substituting it for the pecan pie or pecan pie.
Pecan, yeah!
Or if you want to say it like she does, that's fine too. But yeah, the pecan pie is served just as much as the pumpkin pie. If
Really?
not, yeah. Or you got a sweet potato pie too, which we haven't even touched that yet. That may be next year. But this year we're switching it up. We're not doing the pecan pie, we're doing the baklava. It's a Mediterranean dessert, and I have a story for you on the first time that I tried it. Maria tried it too, but she was pretty young when she tried it, so.
I've never tried it.
She doesn't remember, but I almost can promise you that you're gonna love it because it's got a delicious syrup over top. And
Like the maple leaf syrup?
kind of. We're gonna make our own syrup.
Yum.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I don't know if she likes it or not until we get started. So are you ready, Maria?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and get started on making this.
Baklava.
Here we go. To get started on this baklava, Maria, what we're using is called phyllo dough, okay? You find it in your frozen food section right by all the pie crust and all that stuff. And what it is, it's super thin dough, like
Tissue paper thin.
tissue paper thin. It's really thin, very delicate. And this is one of those things that it kind of needs to stay somewhat moist, otherwise if it hardens up, which it does it really quick because it's tissue paper thin, it will break, and we don't want it to break. So what we're gonna do, or what I'm gonna do,
It already broke.
we're gently, whew. Wow, see? You can see my hand through it, okay?
Oh, wow.
So what we're gonna do is I have this phyllo dough that I'm gonna put down on my pan, okay? Buttered pan, very important. And I gotta get my towel, right, to keep over this. It's just a damp towel to kind of, so it doesn't dry out.
Yes.
And I got some melted butter that I'm just gonna go ahead and just spread over the phyllo dough, very liberally, okay?
But if like the brush is too thick, won't it break it?
No, I mean, yeah, you gotta be kind of gentle when you brush it, but you know, not too bad. So I'm gonna repeat this process for 6 phyllo doughs, okay? And brush the butter in between. You can either do in between every other one or every one. What it's gonna do, Maria, is it's going to make it like kind of a flaky layer when we cut into it and eat it, okay? So this is kind of fun. All right, I'm gonna continue this because this is gonna take a little while. Tell everyone what you're doing, Maria.
First, you start out with a bowl of pecan, also known as pecans, and they're chopped up really well. And to it, we are going to add in some cinnamon. It reminds me of the holidays, especially Christmas.
Which is right around the corner.
Yes, I'm so excited. And then some sugar to make it sweeter.
Yeah.
Now we're just gonna toss it all around.
See, this is one of those recipes that are perfect to do with someone that you love because to use 4 hands, it makes it a lot easier, right?
Yeah. My mom is done buttering all 6 of her little layers, and now I'm just going to add on my pecan mixture.
All right, and so yeah, just evenly sprinkle it over top. And we're gonna do a few different layers, so don't like just pour the whole bowl on top.
No.
Once the pecans are down, we're gonna actually put on 2 more phyllo doughs and just brush the top one. And then Maria's gonna go ahead and repeat the process of putting on the pecan mixture. How's that looking, Maria?
It's looking good.
Very good. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna end it with our 6 sheets. So I doubled up on the phyllo dough, cover my other dough, and we got, how many layers did we get? Maybe 4? 4 or 5?
5, I think.
5? Okay. And what I'm gonna do is I just got the 2 down. I'm just gonna butter it again, and I'm gonna repeat the process till we add 6 more phyllo doughs on top. So I'm gonna butter 3 more times. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. We got all the phyllo dough laid down and buttered, and the pecans are all on there. It's perfect. A tip, cut it before you bake it, because after you bake it, it's like a biscuit, so if you cut it, it's just gonna kind of crumble apart.
Oh.
And a lot of times when you see baklava, it's not even in traditional squares. You can definitely cut it in traditional squares. But what I like to do, and I don't like to cut all the way down, because we need that sauce or syrup to kind of stick in there. So this needs to go in the oven 350 degrees for about 45 minutes, or until it's kind of nice and golden brown, and that butter is going to help out with it. And then of course,
we have to make our syrup and pour it on.
yes, that's going to be the good part that she'll love.
Yes.
So do you want to know when the first time I tried baklava?
Yeah.
It was with our friend Hani. You remember Hani?
Yeah.
Hani was awesome. We met him through Chris's job, and his parents, they had a Mediterranean restaurant, but they used to invite us over to their house, and it was so good. His mom cooked all the time. Lots of food. Like, you couldn't even eat all the food. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And of course, for dessert, they always served baklava. And I always remember, you would love it. It's a cardamom coffee. And cardamom is one of those like deep earthy spices. It's so good. But we'd have that with our baklava. It was amazing. Good memories.
Our baklava is almost done making, so we have to get started on the syrup.
This is what you're most excited about, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
First we have to add in some sugar. Now we have to add in some Smokey the Bear honey. Now we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now we're just going to add in some water to loosen it up.
Half a cup. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there was a big like sugar bubble.
All right, so stir it all together, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this on the stove top and bring it up to a bubble, like a roaring boil. See, even Kona's excited. Can you hear her playing with her toy?
Oh my gosh. She chewed up one of my toys.
Oh no, not good. But we're gonna bring this up to a boil, and then afterwards we're gonna turn it on low and just simmer it until the baklava is done. We're all getting so excited. It smells
delicious.
really good.
Our baklava has finished baking, and now we just have to add on the syrup that we made earlier.
The syrup. It's just this nice kind of amber color. Woo! And what you want to do, this is kind of the good thing about cutting it like we did earlier, is it can kind of get in there all over the place.
I want the one with the most of the syrup on it.
A lot of them are going to have a lot of the syrup on it. This baklava is looking beautiful. Smells amazing. Do you like it?
Yes.
So far? Now, Maria, this is the tough part.
What?
We have to wait several hours before we try it.
So you mean we can't try it till like 8?
For a while. I'm sorry, guys. You know what, though? It makes for the perfect dessert for Thanksgiving, because here's your Thanksgiving Day tip. Anything that you can make a day beforehand is A+ in my book, in my opinion. So this is one of those make-aheads. You can make your pumpkin pie. You can twist it up with this traditional baklava for your pecan pie, right?
Yeah.
And
but Sally, there's a catch to every good dessert.
trust me, we'll show you guys how amazing they are once we get a chance to. You just really want it to set. And the longer it sits, the better that syrup kind of soaks into everything. So It's gonna be better, I promise. I know, it's tough with her. Anyways, in the meantime, we always want to send you guys, our friends, to our website, amateurkitchen.tv, to find all of our recipes and videos, including this one, along with all of the Thanksgiving Day recipes. And we have a new page with 10 tips for Thanksgiving to make it a little bit easier for you guys. So I think you're going to enjoy it. I know if I had that, it would help me out a lot, especially on my first Thanksgiving. Now I kind of got it mastered a little bit. But of course, we want you guys to try this baklava. We're going to be trying it here real soon. Patience, Maria.
I don't know if I can wait much longer.
In the meantime, we want to see all of you guys right back here again next time on
Amateur Kitchen.
See you later.
Bye.